Okay, so a key performance indicator for I4J would be to measure the status of the Innovation for Jobs ecosystem. And as I see it, that means measuring the people who are in it, their engagement, but also very much the language, how much we can talk about an Innovation for Jobs ecosystem, what it does, and so on. And how can we measure that language? Well, one way is, of course, to publish papers, and that. I want to show another way here that I think can be very fruitful. And it's something that we're going to introduce with the discussion list in this coming week, I hope. So here we have our test website where we have done some development. We have put in a small script here so that you can see that we've imported the discussion lists or the discussion threads that we've had on the list. So let's go to the discussion thread here that's called The Bifurcation is Near. And this one was started by Phil Auerswald. And you can see all the discussions are here. And by the way, this is of course going to be in a closed member zone, right? And here everybody has discussed. So you can see here also that there are some links here in the text. It's these green markings here, the green tags are links. So for example, and I should say they point to the contents of the encyclopedia. In the encyclopedia, we can put people and organizations and memes and so on. And it's the members of the I4J network. They can edit the encyclopedia, of course. Everybody can. So, for example, Phil Auerswald is there in the encyclopedia. Let's look at him. There he is. If we click on the encyclopedia, we see everybody else who's there. All right, let's go back to here. We can see innovation is in the encyclopedia. Okay, so we go there and look at innovation. Okay, so here maybe I think that this is a silly definition. I don't think it should say hello, 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 and sometimes not. Some joker has been here. So we edit it. We take away hello, hello, hello. And then we write something else there instead. Don't be silly. Okay. And here's some joker. Bob writes pancakes innovation 2. We can say maybe something else here. Innovation is good. Okay, good. So we update that. All right. And we can look at the term now that we did. You see, it now says, don't be silly. It says innovation is good. So let's go back. Let's go back to the to this discussion. And it will be coming up just in a second. And we can now look innovation. And you can see don't be silly and so on has now come into the pop-up. If we click there, we get the new definition here. Maybe I want to put in my meme here. Maybe, let's say, maybe scarcity thinker. Maybe I find this an important meme. So I want to add it to the encyclopedia. So we go add a term and we do scarcity thinker. Okay, put in some definition here. Okay, it's a meme. publish. Okay, we now, let's go back. Oops. Okay. We're going back now to the discussion thread. And you see scarcity thinker is now in the encyclopedia, and it gets tagged here. And it gets tagged not only in our discussions, but it actually gets tagged all over, everywhere on the whole site. And this is meant to encourage people in our discussion group among the thought leaders to enter their memes, their names, their companies, and so on in the encyclopedia. And by having a normal discussion, engaged discussion as we are having here, we can see which memes and people are in our encyclopedia. It means also we can see what is missing. We can add it there. And this way, we will build a database of definitions and discussions that have the state-of-the-art knowledge in the leadership community about the innovation for jobs ecosystem. With this database also, of course, we can start doing very many other measures, like seeing which are the most central concepts, because the discussion will, of course, be the memes will connect to each other through the discussions and through the people in the group and so on, and this becomes a social network graph that we have access to, and we can do all the kind of measurements to get the trends and so on of the ideas. I believe that an encyclopedia and a database this way is in many ways a much richer resource than papers. In fact, I think papers then can come out of this encyclopedia. The encyclopedia and the discussion list become a source, and a paper can make one point based on the knowledge here.